Jim, you want to lead us off?
Yeah, Nuhu and Rui Diaz back in training today. How did that go? And
Good.
Does that feel like a situation that's completely...
Did. They were good in training. It was good last week.
Did you feel like you got what you wanted out of making that decision and taking things this route?
Yeah.
After watching the film from Chicago, we'll go which way and then the other way. What stood out first off on the negatives that you guys need to fix, especially from that first half?
It's complicated. It might take more than 13 minutes if I had to explain it to you, Jackson. Look, it was a combination of a couple of things. That cycle that I talked about after the game, defend, give the ball away. There was some sloppy, uncharacteristic, untimely giveaways from certain players that normally do better. The group defending was not good. No energy. Back to front, the distance between Jordan and the back four. We weren't compact enough to press. And look, any team, Chicago, they've got some skillful players, so they were able to cut through some of it. Their chances, a couple of their chances, one of them in the goal, I think, came off a throw-in deep in their end, and we're usually pretty good about that. But we took that moment off, and they made us pay. When you talk about the attacking pieces, where we're in the tactical shape, did we get Alex high up the field, were the rotations right? We could have done a little bit better there. But second half, we were confident that we could come out and do better.
And on that positive end, what specifically tactically worked for you guys well to be able to get 2 penalties there?
Well, the movement in behind, number one, which we tried to stress early in the game. It happened once with Leo Chu, early with Reed, and then kind of one ball into Jordan, another ball into Jordan, but it wasn't consistent enough. The defending intensity picked up. Keeping Paul high and wide on the right-hand side worked. Just making it, instead of rotations, okay, you're going there, and the rest of the team kind of figures things out. And then guys, it's a prideful group. They have a lot of pride, and the home fans really kicked in, and you could tell the excitement was building. And got 2 penalties, won in extra time. That's always exciting. I was a little nervous. Albert went to the same spot twice in a row. That's pretty nerving.
Alex Roland came off in the 45th. You said he had some rust to shake off. Was there any additional conversation with him, or how did that play out today?
It's fine. We watch film. It's a team sport. He's not the only one that had a bad half. Not by a long shot. I could have taken 3 or 4 guys out.
It seems like this year maybe he has not been as present in the stat sheet as previous seasons. Why do you think that is?
Probably just the dysfunction of the group. I mean, look, we've been kind of slowly but surely getting some better results, but early on in the season we were struggling. And, again, it's a team sport. It's not just Alex. Alex is a tremendous player. It's been very good for us. Helped us win a pile of games.
Paul has one start, but he's come off the bench to be effective a few times. How do you view his role, and how do you see it evolve? Like, has his place in the team sort of changed in your mind at all?
He might get a start on Saturday. He's talked his way. He's made it into the conversation. The conversation's not an easy one because he's effective.
And I guess more specifically, what does he bring that you like? I mean, what is like? Is it just energy? Is it more than that?
No, I mean it's energy, but it's smarts. I love smart soccer players. And reading the sequence of passes and understanding where you end up, he does that very well. You want to talk about his effort to get when a guy grabbed him, the sprint that he does to make it in the box. Some of those things, those are the easy things for people to see. But I like him because he's a smart soccer player.
How did Pedro make it through the game, and where's he at right now?
Building minutes. They're giving me a few more minutes to work with him.
he talked about being frustrated with himself
Who?
with his own performance. Pedro did after the game. Is that good to hear from a player that maybe holds himself accountable?
He's got a high standard. You know, it seems like a long time ago, but when he came on the field at LAFC, stepped up to the penalty, wanted to take responsibility. He's a competitor.
Did you happen to get a better view of that run that he made on the end line at the end there? On the broadcast, it was a pretty tough angle because of technical issues. Just curious if you got a better look at it.
I will look at it now. I saw it on the panoramic feed. I mean, look, he's a super talented player. We actually have a behind the goal feed. I might look at that. Thanks for that. Could have used it to film this one.
When it comes to this New England team, I mean, it's early in the week, but what are your early thoughts on facing?
Caleb Porter, Portland Timbers. We've got a new team now. It's been a couple years since he's been in Portland, but we have a good relationship, good healthy relationship. He'll have his team ready. Look, they've taken some tough injuries, but that's life in the MLS.
Thoughts on Javier Arriaga coming back?
Great to see him. He's been a good player for the club. Very good player.
The U.S. obviously went out of the Copa America earlier than I think anyone really expected. Did you make anything of there not being any MLS players on that roster?
I don't have enough information on how their thought process went about picking non-MLS players versus MLS players. I mean, that's Greg's job for now. So, one thing, if you're talking about players, I mean, the things you always try and impart on the players, but one play, one red card, kind of took some of the wind out of the sails. And how do coaches deal with that? How do teams deal with that? It was tough. It was a tough go, but I still support the U.S. We're gonna have a great World Cup. Hopefully the team will pull themselves out of it. Olympics are coming up. I mean, it's such an exciting time in U.S. soccer. It's good to be a fan.
Staying in broader topics and just from coach to coach, a lot of us were maybe surprised by the relief of Cardinal with San Luis City. Any thoughts on that regard? And him being let go?
I like Bradley. He's a good guy, good coach. But we are in a results-oriented business, obviously. Now, if they pull the trigger too quick, I don't know. Again, the internal workings there. But he certainly, had a very, very good first season. Get another job. Get another crack at it.
Open Cup is a week away now. I know it's obviously, I'm sure you don't want to look beyond this week, but how much of the planning on Saturday is affected by the Open Cup, and how do you?
We want to win both games, Saturday, Tuesday. A lot of fun.